Welcome, guys, to another episode of the Uncensored Couch podcast. I am your host, Jesus, and this is my boy Yuli. Today, we decided to talk about dating apps, right? Reason why we decided to talk about dating apps because if you know me personally, you know I talk about the horrors that I go through on dating apps. But I know Yuli also has gone through like scenarios and stories where it's like crazy, like what you see on these dating apps. Yuli, you want to talk about
Yeah.
a little bit of how you feel about dating apps right now?
Yeah. So basically, well, me when I found out about, I didn't really find out about dating apps till like after my first relationship, my first real relationship. I was like 18 years old. No, I was a little older. I was like 19, almost going on 20, and so I had went through my first breakup, and shit, the girl, you know how girls like it's easier for them to get
Oh yeah,
guys and shit.
oh yeah.
So they don't really got to use that shit. So for me, it was a little harder. I had like my regular 9 to 5 job. Shit, I started off. I remember a friend. He would have like these notifications that would like ring or some shit on his phone, and it was like Tinder, and he would tell me about it. So shit, I tried it, and then shit, and from there, well, I started dating a lot of people. Honestly, what about you?
I think it was like 2017, 2018. I heard about Tinder and Bumble. I used Bumble before Tinder because like they say Bumble was the cleaner version of like dating. Because I know you hear stories about Tinder where like you meet somebody and they dirty as hell or something like that. They got something or they're just there to like hook up and just that's it. They're different unmatch you real quick.
Mm-hmm.
But I started using like Bumble and I met a few girls on there. I mean it was alright. Bumble was like I didn't really get like a lot of like negative feedback from Bumble. But like when I started using Tinder, this is where like shit got crazy. And I want to talk about a story like where like I met this girl on Tinder. Her name was A, right? I'm not gonna say her name, but I met her through Tinder, and we talked about like relationship goals, this and that. It was just like normal bullshit that you do with girls on like dating apps, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you got goals, this and that. Like it's just normal. So one day I decided to like, fuck it, let's meet up. Let's like go hang out or do something.
Mm-hmm.
So in this experience, I you know that day was like I don't know, it was like really unplanned. I went to go pick her up in Botch Springs, like a little bit outside of Dallas. Um, I've never seen her in person, right? I've never seen her how she looks like in person. Nothing, just like titties up type shit, you know. And I should have taken that as a red flag. I'm not gonna discriminate against like chubby girls or anything, but like this is like out of pocket, right? This is like you got me, all right. And so basically that day I went to go pick her up. It was like this sketchy ass apartments, bro. And then before I got into the apartment complex, I was telling her, "Hey, I'm pulling in a Range Rover, knowing that well I had a Honda Pilot at that time.
Mm-hmm.
I was like 19, bro, 20. I had to be like 20 because I still had the Pilot. I told her I was outside, come outside so I can like go stop where you're at and blah blah blah. I wasn't even there yet. Usually, what I do on dates and stuff. No, don't get me wrong. The people who like are gonna watch this, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you do that shit," and
Mm-hmm.
they ain't finna fuck with me no more. But I ain't true. But usually, what I do, I'll tell the girl to come out, and then basically what I'll do is I'll pass by because your ass is looking for a Range Rover and I'm in a Honda Pilot, you know. But this time I did that for a reason because hey, you're on these apps, you got to kind of be careful because it can be a setup. You'll never know,
Or
right?
what if it's a guy?
Yeah, we're
Also.
talking. What if it's a guy? And what I did was I passed by and I was calling her like, "Hey, where you at?" I had it on speaker, so I had the phone like right here in my pocket, like right here.
Mm-hmm.
So like when you're driving by, you don't she'll know it's you and shit like that. And she like, I'm right here with my hand up. Do you see me? I swear, bro, I got catfish so hard, bro. I got catfish so hard, bro. I literally like, I passed by her. I passed by back just to confirm it was her, and then I left and I hit the highway and I went to Martin's house after that. And I told him what happened. Man, bro, she was calling me like, "Where are you at? Are you okay? Did you crash?" I was like, "No, I took the wrong turn." No, damn well, it's only a one way in that bitch. It's a one way in that bitch, and I was like, "Bro, like, I never got this bad." Like, and I forgot she had my number, so when I unmatched her on Tinder,
Mm-hmm.
she was like, "You bitch ass motherfucker! I didn't know you was like that, this and that." And I told her, "Well, you lied to me." And that was like one of the experiences that kind of happened there, but it's just like, damn, bro, like. I don't know, bro. I have mixed feelings about Tinder. Don't get me wrong. I think it's just Tinder or Chispa. I know Chispa came out a couple years ago, but I know like
That's mostly for like Latinos and shit.
yeah,
So
but Tinder is just like pocket full of change at this point, you know.
shit, I had got what's it called, like banned off of Tinder, honestly, because back in the day, well, shit. I think because I posted some weed on there or some shit like that, so they banned me off of it. So after that, I never used it again. I've just been using like more like Cheese or the Facebook app, but lately I haven't though. But honestly, bro, like a lot of the girls on there, like I was telling my brother last time, I was like, "Would you take a girl that you meet on a dating app serious?" And I told him no. Well, I told him yes and no, but I told him mostly no because mostly every girl there is like, they're looking for like a rebound. Mostly all of them are going through breakups, honestly, and that's what they get on those apps. I mean that's the reason I got on it when I was younger because of a breakup. But mostly every girl on there, they're on there because of a breakup. Um, shit. So I told him, I was like, "Would you take them serious?" And he told me he would because I mean he said it's kind of like a good way to meet. He told me like it's the same thing if you were to meet a girl at a bar. Like
Nah, I
shit,
think there's a big difference though.
well, that's what he told me. He said, especially like if you meet a girl at the bar, there's a lot of options out there and shit. Like for her, like mostly like if they're single, like mostly a lot of them are going through breakups. You know, they're there to get drunk and all that shit, just to feel something different. But nah, I feel like shit. Mostly all the girls, bro, they're on dating apps. I mean, shit, they're quick to they're quick to like let's say to be done with you basically, bro. Because you know they don't really care. They could just go on the fucking app and just swipe for
Now don't get me
another
wrong.
guy.
Like I have a cousin that got married off Tinder, bro. Like they're
For
married
real?
and they've been married for like what 6 years. And they have a little boy and about to have another kid.
Uh
Don't get me wrong. There's like success stories, like, but that shit's rare though, cause
yeah.
no cap. Like I've been on Tinder, I've been on Cheesepot, I've been on Bumble, I've been on Hinge, I've been on Facebook dating. I got banned off Tinder. 'Cause I was talking shit to somebody because she was like, I don't know, bro. Like I'll be talking to women on there, but just like I don't know, bro. Like I don't know. It's like what gets me is like you see like these single. I'll get me wrong. I'm not here to talk bad about single moms, but y'all the worst. I ain't gonna cap about that. But you'll describe yourself as like outgoing and a mother of two kids. Like I respect that, bro. I really do. But don't be coming around here like judging me and shit. Like I don't go around like talking shit about you and your kids or anything like that. Just because fucking I do something bad, you're like, oh, you just like the rest of the motherfuckers, this and that. You're just like my baby daddy. Like first of all, I didn't give you the kids and leave, to be honest. So it's like I never understood like why like it's so hard to like date single moms. I understand they're so toxic. They're like I don't know, they're out of pocket sometimes. And I'm pretty sure you know about dating single
Yeah.
moms.
There is a lot of single moms on dating apps. That's really all it is too. A lot of single moms. Uh, I feel like most of the time, I mean, shit, they like I told you, bro. It's like I mean, me, I haven't really used all the dating apps. Like I've only been like on 3 apps probably, like Tinder, Chispa, or Facebook. But yeah, a lot of single moms, they're really just there, you know, just because they're having problems with the baby daddy and shit. Like
Yeah, for real.
I feel like women with kids. I mean, not to discriminate them or anything. I mean, I feel like you can find a good woman that has kids, but the baby daddy has to be fully out of the picture and shit, bro. He either has to be in jail or dead, because if not, I mean, he's gonna be still hitting that behind your back.
Nah, for real. Because I've been on dates where like single moms have like two kids. Like the most I'll date is like three kids, but it just depends. I don't like. I'm not judgmental, right? Because that's your past, right? We're not supposed to judge you in your past, but even though you throw our shit up in the past, no, you'll bring up our past, and that's irrelevant sometimes. But I remember I dated a single mom, bro. Gosh, bro, I ain't gonna lie, she was beautiful, bro. She was fine as fuck, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But the downside to her was like she'll talk about her baby daddy, how he ain't shit, this and that, and then we'll stop talking. Like the bad part is when I start talking to the girls on Tinder and these apps, I'll fuck around and add on my Instagram,
hmm
And I see later on that okay, they'll talk shit about their baby daddy, that he ain't shit, this and that. And then later on they're fucking the same guy. I'm like, well, what the fuck? Like I never understood that concept. But like I understand like once you have well, she would tell me when you have kids you understand. Like to be honest, I'm probably never gonna understand that shit because at this point it's like, bro, this is what it looks like. What the fuck's the point? Because at this point it's like, bro, like I don't know, bro. It just looks. I just think it's a weird concept of like you break up with your baby daddy, then you fuck him the next day after we just fucked.
Yeah,
Like what the fuck?
yeah, that is pretty nasty. Shit. Nah, yeah, shit. Nah, like I told you though, bro. A lot of, I mean, there's a lot of good single mothers out there too. Shit, like, um, shit, I don't even know what the fuck to say.
Nah, I mean I'll talk about another experience. I think we were talking about this the other day, bro. Like Tinder is a mysterious place, bro. Like you'll see like fucking Uno card in that bitch. Real talk. I remember I used to go on dates with like a bunch of girls on there, and like I don't know, bro. I feel like one time I met this girl on there. Her name was Jay, right? Someone just called her Jay. Bro, we hit it off, bro. Don't get me wrong, but at that time, I guess I was looking for a hookup. I don't know, bro. I really don't know. I mean, we got food one day, and the next day we just kind of hung out, and that's it. It really didn't become much. And what ended up happening was she ended up stalking me, bro. Like she had like fake Instagram accounts, like following me, and like it was just really weird, bro. Like I've never had a stalker like that before, but like that shit did not feel good, bro. That shit was just scary as hell. So like when I talk about dating apps and like a lot of my friends like who I tell these stories to is like, bro, like that shit that you see on TV, bro, that shit does happen for real. And then like recently, remember we talked about this old girl that was like in love with me and she had blown up my phone. Remember her?
Hmm.
Man, I ain't never talked to a girl who would just like blow your shit up every 5 minutes. Call me every 5 minutes. And I remember at this time I was helping my boy Martin out at the house doing the outside, doing some framing or whatever it was. I remember this bitch used to call me like every 5 minutes, talking about you're not busy, you know. I remember one time Marty got the phone. He was like, he's busy. Call his ass later. And he clicked, and boy, she went off on my ass. She went off on my ass later, bro. And what ended up happening with her was I was kind of scared, bro. I was scared of her because no, you remember I was talking about this, and
Yeah.
I remember Amanda was like, "Nah, bro. I think it's just like I think she's not serious, bro. I remember like one day I told her, "Hey, I'm done with you. Like I don't want to do anything. I don't like I'm done with you." And what ended up happening was that same day she blew my shit up. Like remember the screenshots?
Hmm.
She blew my shit up all day from like 10 a.m. in the morning until 3 p.m. Messages. She went to church. Then somehow she was in the hospital. And I'm like, what the fuck?
But she was basically like having like a conversation with her, so you
Yeah,
wasn't even replying.
I wasn't even saying nothing,
Yeah.
and I was like, what the fuck? And after that, I told her, "Hey, can you leave me the fuck alone? I really don't want nothing to do with you. Like, I don't understand like how it's kind of hard to understand." But she was like, "Babe, you don't understand. No, we're meant to be together. This and that." I was like, "God damn." And then the next day, uh, she starts blowing me up again. And remember, I was showing y'all the messages that she went downtown and she went to the courthouse and she just like she's going ape shit at the courthouse, and I was scared. She was saying that she was pregnant. I was like, bitch, I had never done shit with
But
you.
she was saying that she was pregnant with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I never did nothing to her. Like, if you
Uh
can get pregnant by a kiss, yes, a scientific miracle for real.
huh. Nah, yeah. I mean, shit. Having a girl stalker, bro, it is crazy. I feel like, shit, it's not the same thing as like a guy stalking a girl. Honestly,
Nah,
bro,
'cause I
it's
know.
very different because you can't really like, shit. If a guy was to stalk you, bro, like a guy, if a guy was to stalk you, bro, and you find out, like, you easily gonna beat his ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And you could do something about it and shit. But a girl, bro, I feel like, shit, they'll make up fake accounts and add you and on all kind of social
oh
media.
yeah,
They'll shit. I recently got out of a relationship that where she was kind of like a stalker too, bro. I would be out like coming from work and stuff, and she would come to my house without me asking, honestly, bro. And I didn't start liking that. Like, um, many of the times, also I would be like in my house and just asleep, and then I hear somebody knocking on my door, and it was her, bro. And like, At first, it was cool. Don't get me wrong. Like, it was cool. I did like her. But then later on, it became kind of like a problem, bro. It's not even that I want to, like, cheat or if I wanted, like, yeah, like, to be sneaky and shit. But shit, you want time for your fucking self and shit.
Oh
And
yeah.
honestly, shit, I wasn't getting the space that I needed, bro. Honestly, like, having somebody be at your house all the time or having somebody, like, show up without, like, telling you, like, that's scary, bro. Or even having somebody, she, like, there's probably times where she was at my house, like, after I left, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I've always been kind of, like, scared of, like, somebody breaking into my house and shit. Like, I
Oh
always had a
yeah.
big fear of that. But honestly, like, that's what I think about. Like, whenever a girl wants to stalk you, I feel like shit, they want to do something. Like, they want to
And
go in your house and I don't know, just go in your house and be.
you know, it was weird because my previous living situation, having a stalker was kind of dangerous because like I was living with
Cause
family
yeah,
members,
hmm
and what I never understood was like, bro, like how can you like be like at the extreme of stalking me to that point? And the crazy part was I gave this bitch my location, and I don't get me wrong, like if you think I'm cheating, I really don't care. But if it makes you feel safe that you need my location, well, I don't really don't care because either I'm at the house, I'm chilling with the boys, or I'm just working. But a lot of the times when I was using dating apps and I met women on there, bro, like I met this girl, where was it? In April, right? I think she lived here in Dallas. I think the main issue was because last year, don't get me wrong, like if you follow me on Instagram, last year I was out and about every month. I was on a flight to Miami, uh, Los Angeles, New York, Miami, or just wherever the fuck I needed to be at. That's where I was. And a lot of girls would be like, "Yeah, I like a man who's like has his life together, he has his shit together." And of course, I ain't gonna brag that like that I got it like that. But if I'm traveling for work and this and that, like obviously I'm kind of doing something with my life,
yeah, because it costs.
And a lot of the times the girls were like, "Oh, you go to Miami, you're on the club with the bitches, this and that." I was like, "Bro, don't get me wrong, bro. As many times I've been to Miami, I've been to the club a few times. I've never been to the strip club, to be honest, because from what I've seen, shit, motherfuckers go broke in Miami at the strip club. I ain't gonna lie about that. But one time, I remember this one girl I was talking to in April when I had to go to Miami. She fucked around and flew out, and I didn't know.
She flew out to Miami to follow you,
Yeah,
and she had your location or what?
yeah. She wanted to make sure I wasn't out like that.
What
The
the
only
fuck?
reason why I found out was because I was walking to the corner store, like a CVS. So downtown, we had a place in Brickell. So in Brickell, there's like CVS's, like just little bodega shops and
Uh
shit like
huh.
that. And I was walking to CVS, and like she'll text me, "Hey, what you doing? This and that." And she's like, "Hey, I came to Miami with a friend. We should meet up." This and that. I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, like I'll get me wrong, like for my job, I can fuck around up and leave whenever I can.
Uh huh.
That's the reason that things that come with my job. But I knew she had worked at a leasing office, so you don't have like that luxury to fuck around and just leave. So I don't know. I was like, yeah, fuck it. Maybe she just took a couple of days off, come hang out. But the whole time I didn't hang out with her because hey, when I'm there for work, I'm there for work.
Yeah.
So she kept calling me, talking about, hey, let's meet up. Me and my friend want to hang out with your friends, this and that. And I didn't tell none of my boys because it's like what the fuck? Like I came here for work, and it's just like it's real awkward when you try to like trying to justify that she came out here to stalk you
Mm-hmm.
versus like you trying to like make it understand you tell yourself that nah, she's not doing that, because sometimes we don't want to believe she's stalking
Yeah.
us.
Mm-hmm.
So after I came back to Dallas, we had a talk, and she's like, "Yeah, I flew out just to go see if we're being for real." I was like, "What the
Mm-hmm.
fuck?"
And what and shit? And then what happened after that?
I ended up blocking her.
Uh huh.
So what ended up happening was she still like kind of followed me around because like I still go to Toasted. I used to be there
Uh
almost
huh.
every day, bro. Like I used to go to these coffee shops, go eat ramen. But the thing is, when I meet girls online, I never take them to the good spots I go to.
Uh
I'll take them to the shitty spots. So like,
huh. Nah, yeah, shit. Sometimes you gotta gatekeep, honestly, bro. Shit. Honestly, you do gotta gatekeep a lot of the times of the places you go because shit. Then after you take them there, and then if shit doesn't work out, they're gonna take another fuck nigga there. Honestly, you don't want that.
I did that one time. I was dating
Oh,
this girl I actually liked, bro, and it didn't work because like apparently I wasn't shit, or I don't know, bro. I don't. I never understood why I wasn't shit. Don't get me wrong. You know me for a long time. I've been trying. I've been trying to create my businesses and maintain them, make grow something big. But a lot of women don't understand. Like it does take time away from your life. You can't really just fuck around and lounge around. Like now, I have the pleasure of just fucking around. If I want to do nothing, I don't want to do nothing because hey,
mhm.
I made it to the point where if I want to stock off today, I'll fuck around and stock off. But if I want to get work done, I'll get it done. But when I was talking to this girl, she was noticing that I would work a lot, because I used to work at a school,
Mhm.
and then I used to after work I would do my grind, right? I would do the stuff I would do after work. Little job. I'm not gonna talk about much about that shit because that shit was a different story. But she would say that I would be out too much. I don't have like stability, this and that she needed. I was like, what the fuck, like, bitch, we hooked up on the first day. Do you expect stability after you fucking me on the first day? Like, what the fuck? Like, I never understood that.
Yeah, no, I
And then
understand.
she was telling me I ain't shit, this and that. But what ended up happening was she got back with her ex boyfriend that she never blocked, and she got pregnant by him. And I think right now, I think she had like 3 kids by him, and they ain't even together.
We're not together.
No,
Shit,
because again, I keep adding these girls on my fucking Instagram, and I was like, bro, what the fuck?
shit. No, I feel like a lot of the times, bro. Really, like whenever, like because we both kind of like have like our little like like how we work for ourselves, basically, like both of us. So I feel like whenever like, because I consider myself still starting off because because yeah, I mean it hasn't been a long time that I've been trying to pursue my own career. But honestly, I feel like right now, like I can't really function on working whenever I have a girl. Honestly, bro, I like being alone or being like heartbroken or just being alone, bro. Honestly, I feel like I function more better like working. Honestly, bro, I get more shit done. I have no distractions and all of that shit, bro. I feel like sometimes a lot of girls like they bring a lot of distraction in the workplace. Those,
No, I don't think it's like a distraction. It's just like for us, like since we're grinding, like us, we gotta grind for our money.
uh
And like let's say we meet someone online and we talk about what we do, they expect that you gotta like that already. Because I guess the previous guy they had doesn't have money like that. Because bro, don't get me wrong, I've met girls online and I'll take them out to nice places. They're like, what the fuck? Like I ain't never been
huh.
here. Like god damn,
Yeah,
you
same.
ain't never been to Fogo? Like it's like only $40. Like and
Nah, for real, they do. Sometimes girls, yeah, they do get amazed with like basic ass places. Well, to us,
yeah.
it's basic now. It wasn't basic to me like about 4 or 5 years ago. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and I'll meet these girls, and they're like, wow, like, well, you got money like this? Like, no, like, don't get me wrong, I do work, I work my ass off, but
Uh,
it's just like, I'll be amazed and like how like how can I say like the level of men they choose.
yeah, I feel like girls that aren't used to shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm,
they're not used to shit, like having shit. They're not used to a guy being able just to like, I mean, take them out at any time. 'Cause probably the men they used to be with, they have to wait till the fucking weekend and shit. Us,
yeah,
it doesn't matter. Shit, it could be a fucking Monday. We'll go to Fogo or any other place. Shit, eat some wagyu or something on Monday. Honestly, but
and it's
shit.
not to brag that we got it like that, but it's just like we work for our money just like everyone else, but we chose a different path to make our money, right? But it's just like I don't know, bro. Like when I started using these dating apps, my love life, like me wanting to find love, it just kind of went down because it doesn't exist on there, right? Because you know what, I can find a girl who has 2 kids, and I'll spoil her with gifts, flowers, coffee. I think maybe I won't take you some lunch. Cool. At the end of the day, it's not enough. I'm like, bitch, this is not enough. Like, I understand. Like, I don't expect shit in return, but a thank you or anything. I don't expect shit because you know what? This is just me. My dad taught me how to be a man. I saw him like love my mom, right? Get her flowers on her birthday, Valentine's Day, Christmas gifts, just everything. Like, my dad set the example for me how to treat a woman. But I'm doing the same shit he does, but it's not working out here. Apparently, so apparently people like even talk shit too and just like fuck it. Just
Honestly, yeah, bro. I mean, if you ever noticed, like, once you stop doing all that nice shit, and once you stop like not chasing them or ignoring them, then they'll start looking for you a
yeah,
lot
no
of the time.
cap. I was talking to this one chick recently, and it was I don't know. I kind of give up because again, I have my limits, right? I just kind of stopped, bro. I just like again, I'm not wasting my time, money. I got money to make. I got goals, right? That's the one thing, fellas. Have goals set up for yourself, and the women will chase you. Real talk, it's facts. But I recently ended things with her because I don't know. It was just like it was time because again, I'm not gonna waste my time and just you know I'm getting old. Just even though I'm 27, at some point I want kids and shit like that. But you know how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I feel like at this point, I mean, yeah, I'm like 28. Shit, it doesn't really matter if I get married, honestly, bro. Shit, I mean, as long as I have a kid soon or something, around 30, 32, I'll be good. I
Yeah,
feel like in this generation is really can't find marriage like that.
it's like you can, but she's gonna be the shit. She's gonna be rich. She ain't got no social media, no Twitter, no nothing, and she go to church. And even the church girls are even worse. They be the worst ones too. Shit.
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, shit. I mean, we can also look for traditional women. Like, if you're not like a traditional man all the way too. I mean, I understand that too. I feel like I got a lot of work to do on myself at the same time.
Oh yeah,
So I mean, it
but you
really
know
does. It
what?
doesn't really matter about marriage. Shit, I need to work on myself still, and still pursue my career. Have everything ready for them whenever I find the right one.
Yeah,
Honestly.
but at least for you, you can admit that you have something to work on because people won't admit that shit, bro. Because don't get me wrong, bro. I actually met 3 girls in my life that I wanted to marry, bro. One of them I wasn't ready for because I felt like I wasn't shit to her. Because you know what, I had a job, but I felt like okay, if I want her to marry her, then I got to step it up and make my money more money. But
Hmm.
when I started stepping up to make more money, it was an issue for her. And then the second girl was I don't, her name was S, right? So we're gonna stick with the S. Bro, this girl just basically like she would bring me lunch to work, bring me coffee and shit like that, bro. I ain't never had that shit before. That shit felt weird.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I fucked that up. Because you know what? I thought she wasn't serious or anything like that. So when she went through my phone, bro. Don't get me wrong, it's just like I wasn't talking to a lot of girls or anything, but we never sat down and talk about boundaries or anything like that. We never said that we were together or anything like that because sometimes you'll meet these girls online because some girls will fuck
Hmm.
around and fall in love with you like that, and sometimes you just never sit down and have a talk with them. And like, don't get me wrong, I see people on my Instagram they're married and stuff like that, but they're never happy because they never sit down and talk. Like if I would have had the chance to sit down and talk to this girl, like, hey, I really like you. I think we should take things to the next level. I think it would have worked out. I think we would have fucked around and had some kids by now. But I feel like that happened for a reason, so I can grow more as a person, grow more as a man, grow more as like my career. Because I felt like if I would have settled down by then, I was like 23. I don't think I would have be where I am today.
Hmm.
And then the third girl, bro, this was the girl like, bro. Out of these 2 girls I was talking to, this was one girl where like, bro, if at any moment, like, but this happened one time, bro. I was because we weren't talking, but we were talking, because at this point, this is where you have your roster, right? This is a real thing, guys. I mean, women, this is a real thing. You're on a roster. You're probably level number 5 or number 2 on the roster, but she was always like above the roster. So, but at any point, like I would be on dates with girls, and she'd be like, "Let's hang out." I would abandon the bitch and just go. I'd be
Yeah.
like, I would tell somebody, "Hey, call me like it's an emergency and I gotta go." Like I would lie, like, "Oh, my mom's in the hospital, I gotta go,"
Hmm.
and shit like that. But I'll go hang out with her. But what ended up happening was, bro, like when you like someone too much, you can't be with them.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah, bro. Honestly, shit. That's why they say you gotta go with the one that likes you, not the one you like.
Bro,
Honestly.
and she liked me a lot, but I feel like, bro, like I not like at some point I did love her,
Hmm.
but I wasn't ready to like. I don't think we were both ready. But I knew at that point, like, okay, she's good for me, but I think I'm bad for her. Because don't get me wrong, like, I'm around people where you know our friends, but it's like she didn't like that. And again, like, don't get me wrong, I think I did choose my friends over her, because y'all been there for like the rough and shit, the rough, goddamn it, shit. We've been there since like we down in the dirt and shit, and when we're doing good, y'all still there.
Mm-hmm.
But I chose my friends over her, and I think that's where I fucked up. But again, as we grow up, we see like our friends, they have kids and things like that, and sometimes it hurts because like, man, I chose these motherfuckers like over her. It hurts sometimes, but like, hey, it's a lesson that we got to learn, because sometimes like, hey, what happens? We would have settled down by then. What would have happened to us?
What do you think would have happened?
I don't think I would be like where I am in life.
You think you would have been just working 9 to 5 and being like a dad and
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, I do want to be a dad,
uh
but I don't want to work a regular 9 to 5, because I don't know, bro. I've been like doing this entrepreneurship for what shit. I was 21. I started 21,
uh
22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. 6 years since I've been doing this, and I haven't had a job since 2021. 2020, 2021. I haven't had a job since then. So I think if I would have settled down, I would have had to like suck it up, because I know if I would have had a kid, don't get me wrong, I do make good money now. Like, if I was to settle down now, I would like, okay, yeah, we can do it. But back then, bro, I was broke as hell.
Nah, yeah, shit. I feel like I feel like the same thing too, bro. A lot of girls. Like how they say like wrong time, wrong timing. What's it called? Like how they say.
Like, it's
What's
the
it called?
right girl, but it's the
Yeah,
wrong
right
time.
girl, right wrong timing type of shit. I believe in a lot of that too. I feel the same way too, because at the beginning of my career too, like I still didn't have it like that. I wanted to give that girl everything, and I'm not saying that she's like a gold digger, like but at the end of the day,
It's like,
they,
as a
they want a
man,
girl having, they want a guy that has something going for herself. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? At the time, I kind of didn't look like I had something going for myself.
yeah, yeah. But at the same time, it sucks too, because they want a guy who has it going on, but when you got it going on, it's an issue.
Yeah, that too. Either you don't have time for them, or
Yeah,
shit, or they think like like they know that you have like somewhat money. I'm not gonna say like I'm rich or something. I'm not gonna be here speaking like I'm rich, but I mean, I do make okay money, but they just feel like with the money that we make, like they feel like we're probably gonna fucking be spending it on another girl, trying to like get another girl and shit. They're always so insecure about the guy that has like something going for herself a lot of the times.
oh
I feel
yeah,
like they're intimidated by that sometimes.
yeah. I remember, was it 2021? I was barely traveling. It was the first time I went to Miami, bro. Like, if me and my friends have supercars. They have like these luxurious cars. And then I was talking to this girl, and I don't know, she didn't really believe like I was doing something with my life, right? We're gonna call her A.
Hmm.
So A had an issue with me, like me being at home all day doing this and that. But I wasn't really at home all day, because I don't know, like, you see how it works. Sometimes I'm gonna just dip. I got these meetings I'm gonna go to, and I got people to meet. That's how it is every day for me. Because sometimes, hey, if I ain't got shit going on, I'm gonna just stay home. And usually, if, like, you see how my clients call me, they call me on FaceTime, and that's it. And in the beginning stages of like my career, I started traveling a little bit more. I went to Atlanta. I went to Miami. I was breaking out the comfort zone, and I think that was like one thing that she didn't like, because you'll talk to girls like, we're like, you like traveling, this and that. I told her,
Hmm.
like, don't get me wrong, I like traveling, but I don't like doing it, because I don't know. As a guy, I feel like if I don't know my area, I'm not gonna go.
Yeah.
And when I started traveling more, she took it as like, oh, you lied to me, this and that. You got it like that, and you go to Miami because we these bitches, this and that. And it's like, it wasn't even that. It's just like, it's work. If you gotta go out of your comfort zone to make more money, shit, I'm gonna do it. We're doing it now. We're on a podcast talking about our experiences and stuff like that. Hopefully it turns into something bigger. But again, we're gonna go back to the topic. She we're gonna talk about, like, she felt like that she couldn't trust me no more, because I lied to her, because I started traveling. We're like, well, that's not my fault. So what ended up happening was, this was when AirTags started coming out.
Oh, the air tags, like the Apple AirTags.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So she had put one in my car. Remember when I had the Malibu?
Uh huh.
No, that's when I had the Tundra, because you're at the cloud.
Hmm.
So when I had the Tundra for a few months, because that motherfucker was big, right? So you couldn't
Yeah.
really like look where it was. So she had an AirTag in my seat. Like, because in my truck, like, the seats, you can unzip them and just put something in there.
Hmm.
So apparently she put an air tag in my shit, and she was saying that, oh, because every time I would go to the cloud, she'd be like, oh, I told her, no, I'm chilling with the boys. She's like, yeah, you chilling with the boys in Uptown? Like, you chilling in Uptown right now?
Mm-hmm.
I like, no, like, because was it considered Uptown? No, a little bit, right?
That was like lower,
Henderson Knox.
yeah, like Henderson
And
Knox
she was like, oh,
area.
you up there
It is
fucking?
close to
She was fucking around with some bitches and that. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then what I would do, I would send pictures of Mondo and you. You know, Mondo talking about, he'll post for that shit too. And she was like, they're like, I like these bitches. And she'd be like, no, you just lied, this and that, because I know where you are right now. Like, bitch, you didn't have my location. Like, she like, and I didn't learn until after, like, I detoured my car one day, like, on the back seat, there was like a little bolita like that. It was like that, a little circle. And I
Yeah.
was like, what the fuck is this? Did the see get a tumor or some shit? And I was like, I unzipped that bitch. And I saw the air tag. And if you don't know about technology, you can see who has the air tag on you. And I fucked around and find out it was her, bro.
You can
So
scan it like on your phone, right? It like
so
scans.
something like that. I just kind of do something on the computer to see who it is. Bro, I fucked around and found out it was her. Bro, I was scared as hell. Cause don't get me wrong, I did cheat on her. I ain't gonna lie about that. But like it was like we weren't nothing. We were just talking. So like, how are we?
Yeah. I mean, it's not really cheating like that. I mean, I mean, I don't consider it cheating. Girls might consider it cheating, but honestly, bro, they don't see it as cheating. Like whenever they're in the talking stage, a lot of the times with the new guy, they're still fucking their ex and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
So
yeah.
it's like the same thing with us. Like me, like well, like you or something. Like you're not probably fucking your ex, but if you're in that talking stage with somebody, yeah, I mean, shit, you know, you have needs and if the girl you're in the talking stage, you know, a lot of them, most of the times they're gonna like not want to fuck right away and shit like that. So,
Yeah. I had a few girls like that last. I think last year was like the worst year of me dating.
hmm
Because don't get me wrong, bro. I mean, like shit. I had like three crazies last year. Don't get me wrong, because the recent one was the crazy one we talked about.
hmm
Because the way that ended was I blocked her and her sister fucked around. It was Kay, right? We're going back to Kay. I forgot I gave her a letter, right? Kay, I blocked her because she kept like harassing me and stuff like that. And I fucked around and her sister called me. Remember, I
yeah,
told you about that.
but because she was in the hospital, right, or something.
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I didn't like get what she was trying to say. Like she talking about, do you know about her situation? I was like well, I don't know. Like I showed her the messages. Like I blocked her. Like I don't know what you're talking about. She's like, okay, no, then you're fine. And then my curious ass was like, let me go back and unblock her because you know, like, if you unblock somebody, like the
Yeah,
whole messages come out. I remember that shit like crazy, bro. Because I was like, I was on the Xbox with these guys, and what I saw when I unblocked her, I was like, bro, what the fuck? And then like I started seeing that, oh, I did it, babe. Let's go smoke a cigar. I don't smoke weed or anything like that. I don't do drugs. And let's go smoke a cigar, this and that. And then when I keep scrolling down, there's pictures. Don't get me wrong, I've never seen this shit in my life. I've never seen this shit in my life. This girl fucked around, was in the hospital, and I think it was an IV, right? She had an IV in her shit. And then I think she showed me the IV and she yanked that bitch out. I was like, what the fuck? I thought she cut herself. I was like, oh shit. And at that point, I was like, bro, I was scared, bro. I was saying, bro, I don't know, bro. Like, what if the cops come and ask me some shit, like, cause she
hmm
did something to herself? Like, bro, I was dead ass scared, cause you know what? That conversation can go differently, you know.
yeah.
And then I'm kind of happy that her sister reached out to me because, bro, I was like, bro, what the fuck?
So she was like suicidal, or what
I
was
don't
she?
know. I don't know.
Because yeah, I think I did see the pictures of. They look more like cuts though.
Now it was like the IV, but you know,
And she
like
pulled it out
you
and it
yank
just
that shit
started
out, it's gonna
leaking.
start bleeding, you
Yeah.
know. But I was so fucking scared. I was like, bro, I kept thinking to myself, bro, they're gonna come get me. They gonna think I did this shit to her or something like
hmm
that. Like, bro, I was so fucking
No,
scared.
well, I mean, you had all the proof of the messages. You know, she was crazy. She was talking to herself the whole time.
Yeah,
The whole time you weren't even texting her back. You heard just talking to herself. Yeah, shit. That's a whole different level of crazy.
it's not that she was crazy. I think she just needed help.
She needed help. No,
Shit.
a lot of people, a lot of girls need help. Honestly, shit.
Yeah, bro. I already thought that police were gonna come get me, bro.
Why? Cause like you know how like if she suicided herself or something, like they should it'll try to be like your fault or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, I don't think so, bro. not for that.
But yeah, I don't know, bro, because that conversation can go different than what I can say.
Yeah.
But after that, bro, I just kind of I started like keeping to myself, bro, and I was like, damn, bro. And this is November, bro. This is like recently type shit. And this is when I was like every month I go to Miami because remember I was in Miami like every other month, and I was kind of scared, bro, because I don't want to fuck around and like I go to the fucking airport, TSA puts me aside, and I got a warrant for my name or some shit like
Hmm.
that. That's the scary part because you get arrested at the airport. You think something else, So you're like, what the fuck did I do?
Yeah. Shit. Yeah. You gotta be careful sometimes, cause yeah, you gotta be careful when you date, bro, because there's a lot of strangers out there. Shit. There's a lot of strangers out there. A lot of strange people. A lot of bad people. A lot of bad girls too. Honestly, bro. Shit. You could be dating a girl from the hood and you think everything's okay. She comes to your house and see like see something that she likes and shit,
They're gonna
or
rob you,
just
yeah.
think that you have like a lot of cash or something. Try to set you up.
Yeah, I did it like two ghetto girls. I never did a girl who said her freestyle. This bitch
Who? What?
I dated this girl. Her name was A. Again, I dated a lot of girls that have that letter A's, right? I ain't gonna say y'all names, right?
uh,
But this one, I know she passed away. Rest in peace. But we went to go eat one day at Boomer Jackson Mesquite. This is the same story I told you about. And I like I don't know. I think it's weird. Like I don't think it's weird, but it's new to me. Where a girl will sit next to you in the same booth. Like, bro, just go sit with her. Like I can barely fit here. Just sit your ass down. And she sat next to me eating and drinking, and she was drinking like crazy. I was like,
yeah.
God damn.
God damn.
And what ended up happening was like we were talking, and she wanted a serious relationship, but I think she had like a drug addiction, the perks and things like that. This is the beginning stages of that little issue because like for a while, a lot of people didn't take perks like that,
Yeah, it just became like a.
and we were talking, and she wanted a relationship with some that. She looked good, don't get me wrong, but she was ghetto as hell. I never had a girl put on a fucking instrumental and start freestyling on me, and that shit was horrible.
Shit, she must have been feeling them perks
And
for
then she
real.
was talking about on the first day that man, I don't like fucking on the first day, this and that. And then by accident, like I kind of like I think I was grabbing something from the back seat, and I accidentally hit her titty, and
Uh-huh.
she's like, "Okay, let's go somewhere." I'm like, "What the fuck?" And don't get me wrong, we didn't even fuck. We just like we parked somewhere. I think it was like in the back of her house, and I think she took her shirt off and she started jacking me off. I was like, what the fuck? That shit was awkward as hell. I was like, what the fuck? Then she started jacking me off and I was like, okay, cool. Like, and at that point, I was like, what the fuck? It should like, I don't know. I felt like, what the fuck?
Do you think a girl is a hoe if she like lets you fuck on the first date? Would you see her as a hoe or would you take her like
I'll
not
take her
as
semi serious. Because you know why? That means she has a long track record.
that means she's fucked a lot of other guys on the first date?
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, a lot of girls, they do like fucking the first date, but it's not like intentional because sometimes it's our fault also because we're showing signs of what we want to fuck. Because once you kiss a girl on the wrong spot, like boy,
Hmm. Yeah. Shit. Shit on the first. Honestly, bro, like me, I don't really expect pussy on the first date. Like, not a lot of the times. I mean, I have gotten lucky, like to get like, laid on the first day, but honestly, I don't really expect a girl to give me like fuck me on the first day. Like, I feel like we still gotta go out like a couple, two, three times. I feel like shit. Honestly, dude, like if I like a girl enough to take her on a date and I see her and I like her enough to take her on a date, bro, I actually want to get to know them before I even get to fuck them because I don't really like just fucking anything.
the cooties real, bro. I ain't gonna lie about that. Because you can catch something off these bitches out here. Like, because you don't never know who you talk to on these apps and shit. And then where I keep fucking up is I keep going back on these apps. Yeah, the funny part about that shit is these bios, bro. Cause they be cringy. Cause they be like, I'm a single mama too, looking for something serious, and I'd be thinking in my mind like, are you for real? Like, you being serious right now? Cause like, you have 2 kids. How
Yeah,
serious can you be?
shit, there's a couple people on there looking for a lot of weird stuff too. There's like I've seen couples looking for like a third party and shit like that too on those kind of apps. I've even seen one time I even seen one of my friends' baby mamas on there, and like they're together and shit, and like I knew it was her because I mean I know the baby that they have, and the girl, well, shit, she was like taking pictures with the baby and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't want to tell him. I never told him though because shit, I just I don't like getting into people's business. That's like shit. That's their life.
Yeah, bro. Like, and I've been on there for a long time. I've been on Tinder, Chispa, Bumble. I've seen girls like that with the skyline that be on there, bro. And like I'd be thinking like, damn, like yeah, I think I should hit them up or some shit. I don't know, cause they be liking me back and shit, and I'm like, I don't know, cause like I wanted your ass back there. What the fuck I want you now after 3 kids or some shit. And I be thinking to myself, and then I see their bio, but like I'm in my healing phase. I need to do some
What's a
healing.
healing phase though? Like,
I consider the healing phase like a whole phase. Like I understand you got heartbroken and like it's like just deal with it. Just like us guys don't have a healing phase. We just man, fuck it. It happened on my that's it. And you just be depressed for a week or two, and that's it. You go back to normal. But I've talked to girls and they're like, I'm healing right now, and like I never understood that. Like, what do you like? What do you want to do? You trying to fuck or what is it like? What are you trying to do? She's like, no, I'm just trying to like live life and experience shit. Like when you got kids though, like how you gonna do that? Like I understand, like I see moms like on Instagram, and I'm trying to talk shit, but no, the moms that I do see, like they travel with their kids, like that's kind of responsible, the responsible way. But I also see like these moms that be in the healing process, just abandoning their kids with their grandma and their dad and shit like that.
I feel like when a girl's going through a healing phase when she starts like believing in crystals and all this shit and putting that eye emoji in her bio and
Real
shit.
talk. You remember that girl we talked about, Kay?
Uh huh.
She had that eye shit, like the
Oh, for real?
local. Yeah, I was like, I don't believe in that stuff because I told her like why I don't believe in it. And she was like, no, stop being negative. But like, no, because don't get me wrong, I do believe in God, and I feel like if you believe in those little symbols, you're not giving your full faith to God. And
Yeah, that is true.
she was like I'm not like what does the eye mean? I was like, it means like it's like a spell, like you're not giving belief, and if you believe in God, He should give you everything that you ever want, and you don't
Yeah,
ask for it, you just believe and just normal things. But yeah,
yeah.
bro, like there's healing phase, but I never understood that shit.
Would you like would you ever fight for a girl like let's say if a guy took your girl, would you ever fight for her?
Well, it depends because, to be honest, if a girl really likes you, she won't go with the other dude. And if she actually does leave you to go with the other dude, that means you would never hurt. Yeah, she was never yours.
Yeah.
I mean, she had her options open the whole time, bro. Like, that has happened to me before. And she's like, "You're not gonna fight for me." I'm like, "Bitch, you obviously like still talking to him for a reason. Like, what do you want me to do? You gonna beat his ass and you come back to me, then leave me later for him? Like, I
Yeah.
never understood that shit."
Yeah, shit. I feel like a lot of guys it's weird, yeah. A lot of guys I feel like they're willing to die over their girl, honestly, bro. And like shit. Even if they were to cheat on them, like I don't know, I feel like they feel like they're never gonna find anything like them and shit. It's like I know how they feel because I've been through like some bad breakups before, but I feel like a girl like it's never too serious like for me to just crash out for them basically.
Nah, like fighting, bro. Like I don't think so. Like if I really love her, but then again, it's like if she loved you, that issue should never come up.
Unless you're being disrespected by the guy though, and he's like all up in your face talking about he fucked your bitch and all
See,
this.
I'll beat his ass. I'll go to jail that night type shit. I'll beat his ass until
Yeah, because
he
that's
wake up
already
and he wake up in the hospital. I'll be there again, knock his ass out type shit.
like somebody mocking you and shit. Like shit, I don't think you would you think like you're that type of guy if you fucking somebody else bitch you'll brag about it or
Nah,
nah, yeah
nah. I
me
don't think
neither.
you're supposed to brag about shit like that. To be honest,
Uh
there's like certain levels to it. Like you're winning when you fucking her, and you'll never know type shit. But
mhm.
that's like shit. That's like
It's
I,
not good to brag because like shit then like Cause you know, like for him, for her, she's just like your one night stand, but for him, that's like his whole life.
That's his trophy
And
right there.
yeah, and like you never know. One day you're gonna like somebody like that, and she's gonna be your world, and you never know. You know, karma's a bitch.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've never done that before. Shit.
Like fucking other niggas, bitch. Never.
No.
Or maybe you have, but you didn't know.
Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah. You just never know.
yeah.
Yeah. The most like crazy shit I've done. I ain't gonna say it's crazy, but like there, I dated someone with a baby mama that I know
Hmm.
type shit, but I never like.
Were you like friends with him, like close
Nah, like
friends?
we were friends in high school, but like I think they were a couple in high school, and then they broke up. I think 'cause she had like a kid or two kids with that guy, and then later on she like posted me one time on her story. I don't know why she did that. That's like,
And he
and
recognized you from there.
yeah,
Like he saw it.
yeah, cause she tagged me now. I was like, oh shit.
God damn.
Yeah, she did the whole thing. She thought we were a couple. I was like, hell no, shit. So he hit me up talking about, damn, bro, I see how it is, bro. Like, and then I think he wanted to fight me or something. And I was like, bro, chill. I was like, it's not that serious, bro. We're just hooking up and shit, bro. No, but she thought we were actually a thing or like anything like that. But
Shit, but she's more disrespectful because I mean she posted it knowing that he was gonna
yeah,
see.
yeah, for real.
So
And I was like, cool. Like I ain't tripping. Like if he wants to fight me, cool. Like shit, he can come get it. I don't care, shit. But ain't nothing ever happened. He was just talking about no, that's disrespectful, this and that. And I'm like what do you want me to do? Like leave and so you can be a better dad or some shit? Or what
uh-huh.
the fuck you want me to do? I don't understand. Like you complaining to me about what? Like
He already had his chance.
yeah, bro. It's just, I don't know, man. It's like the crazy part too is like shit. When being on these dating apps is like you seeing pregnant women on these apps.
Yeah, I have. When I used to use them, yeah, I did used to see a lot of pregnant girls on there too, looking for like I guess they even say they're not looking for something serious. Like how the fuck you not looking for something serious? Like I don't know. What are you even doing on here and
Yeah,
shit?
I remember I dated this one girl. Her name was A, right? And call her every girl I date. I'm gonna call her A type shit. And it was cool. We were talking for like a week or two. I think it was like 3 weeks tops. And then everything was going good, But she said she wanted to have a talk, and I was confused. I was like, "What the fuck I do?" And then come to find out, she was telling me that she was pregnant, bro. I was like, "What the fuck?" And in my mind, I was like, "Bitch, you can't get pregnant kissing." And like, what the fuck? And then she started telling me, "No, I was with this guy on Tinder a while back, and we had a one night stand. I got pregnant." Like, ugh.
God damn.
And then she was like, "You don't have like, I'm gonna just tell you straight up. Like, if you don't want to be here, then you don't gotta be here with me." And then she wasn't lying. I just
Shit. It's because I mean I don't know, bro. Like that's why I tell you at the end of the day. I mean it's better to like try to strive and like look for like girls like outside of like social media and shit. Like try to find like a girl like how people did back in the day. You know how our grandparents they fucking found a girl like
nah,
they
that's
didn't have
different.
no
That's
phones.
different
Shit.
though. Boy, back then, back then are like, that's mine right there. Come on, that's different shit.
I don't think so either. Not too much. Not too much. Or at least our parents. You know what I'm saying? I ain't not our grandparents. So I'm talking
Shit,
about like our parents shit. Like I feel like shit back in the day you used to meet like
shit.
my parents they met on a bus like in Mexico and shit.
For real.
I feel like nowadays like shit. Imagine you riding the bus now and then you meet a girl, she gonna be like
But how old are
shit.
your parents though?
Nah, they were young, bro. They were like
Like in the '90s type shit.
yeah,
No, 2000s.
they were like at least 18 years old probably.
See, my parents met in the '70s.
Yeah, my parents met in the 80s.
It was different back then. I think back then was different because like
Yeah.
shit.
Probably like in the late 80s, that's when they met. In the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, I can't compare that to now because shit, I don't ride a bus or some shit.
Yeah. I feel like if a girl sees you riding the bus with her, she'll be like, you broke, you a bum. And she ride the fucking bus with you too.
Yeah, they'll call you broke even though they ride in the same bus.
Yeah, that's what
And they only got a day pass and shit. Nah,
yeah.
bro, I don't think dating's like. I don't think it's ever gonna recover after this shit. To be honest, I think dating apps have just fucked up the whole game at this point.
You think dating apps is like for you if you were to meet a girl on a dating app, is that similar like to let's say you were to meet a girl on Instagram or Snapchat and shit?
I think it's the same thing, but at least you can go like do your research about her on her Instagram page, rather than Tinder or Bumble or some shit where it just shows, hey, I'm here for a good time, or I'm here this and that,
Hmm.
I'm looking for a throuple or some bullshit. And at least on Instagram, you can see like her pictures and see what she was tagging or some shit. I
Yeah,
mean, it's on there. You can check car. I thought you checked the Carfax, to be
yeah,
honest.
for
Or either like somebody knows her, regardless who you are. Somebody knows you, to be honest. Someone's gonna
real,
be like, "Oh yeah, I hit that shit, bro."
for real. Especially like shit. Like I feel like also whenever like you meet a girl and you see her Instagram, like shit, depending on who she's being followed by, like you'll know what kind of person she kind of is already too. You know,
Yeah, no cap.
depending who's
Because
following her.
if I know that one of my boys is like following her, I'm like, damn, I know she a hoe. And I'm not saying like every girl, but like if
uh,
I'm trying to fuck with you and like I see that this motherfucker right here is following you, like, oh yeah, probably. But I try not to assume that shit. I hate doing that shit, but it's just like I start assuming like, oh shit, oh, you know, and
yeah, you're right.
I hate that shit. But yeah, bro, it's like I don't know.
Shit, I want a girl that nobody knows.
That's hard. I tried doing that shit one time, and that was like a backlash type shit. That shit.
But I feel like for you to date a girl that nobody knows, like you gotta date a little bit younger than you. You know what I'm saying? Or a
Yeah,
little bit. Nah, I wouldn't say a little bit older because you know shit.
yeah, I've done that. That shit don't work. You know, but
I feel like a little bit younger. Like okay, like us, we're 27. I feel like you find you a girl that's 22, like nobody's gonna know her. Like nobody that you know probably won't know
yeah,
her.
probably. But I also don't want to have a big age gap type shit. But again, it is what it is, right?
I mean, it's 5 years, bro.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, like shit, my grandpa was like 20 years older than my grandma, type of shit. Like
God
15 years
damn.
older than my grandma. Like around there. Yeah, I remember my grandma was like 60 something. He was already like 80 something. So I feel like age gap. I mean,
Yeah, but also,
doesn't matter once you're
but
an
I feel like
adult.
now the age gap it's necessary because like
A lot of people are not mature in the head.
yeah, girls will say they're mature, but they childish as hell.
Hell yeah.
Especially now. I'm not saying all girls are childish, just the girls on certain levels. Like the girls I've met, some are mature. I give you that. The ones I really have like really good talks with and relationships with, friendships with, y'all cool peoples, but we know the truth, right? Uh, but it's just like for me to date, like I dated somebody who was like 10 years older than me at this point, So, 5 years older than me, 4 years older than me. It's all the same shit. No matter what you say, like oh I'm mature, nah, it's all the same shit.
I haven't really dated anybody like too older than me. Like I think the most I've ever me at 25, I dated somebody who was like 30. Like that's the oldest, like 5 years older.
And no matter the age, but I just noticed like y'all all the same. I'm trying to say it like everyone's the same, but y'all you're all the same. Y'all act the same, to be honest. It's like, bro, like how like don't get me wrong, like a guy can have his shit together, but we'll get the fucking 3 leaf clover type shit and have standards high in the bitch.
Hmm.
I remember at some point I was dating a single mom and she was expecting a lot, bro. She was expecting like me making 6 figures, like that. I got that, but like, what the fuck are you bringing to my table? And people don't like that. Like, what are you bringing to my table? Like,
Sometimes they act like they're bringing a lot to the table,
they were like, they
and
bring.
they act like they have it all together. And then once you get into their life, involved into their life, you see that they don't. Like
Yeah,
they need a
there's.
lot of help, bro.
Yeah, so I dated this girl. Don't get me wrong. I had my shit together. Don't get me wrong. Like I have money. I have this and that. I have like whatever you think I don't have. I have that shit. I got that shit at this point. And she was talking about, well, you don't got me in your life. I'm like, what the fuck is so special about you? Like, I told her this, like, what? Cause you got 2 kids, or what the fuck? Like, what is like, what's the
Hmm.
difference? She's like, no, you'll never have someone like me in your life. What? A medical assistant? Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Like,
There's a
I'm
lot of
supposed to be
medical assistants
impressed or
out
something? Like,
there.
I never understood that shit, bro. Isn't. I think that's a downfall of dating right now. Like, I keep asking the wrong questions, and we're like, bro, I wish dating just had Carfax.
Yeah.
Because there's an app that has that. I think one of my friends told me that there's an app where you can go on there and check their credit scores.
The people's credit score for real?
Yeah.
Shit.
You really for to see who ain't shit.
Shit. I wonder. I mean, it really doesn't even. I feel like it doesn't really matter how bossed up a girl is. You know what I'm saying? I feel like shit. You could date like the girl that works at fucking as a cashier at McDonald's, but as long as she has a good
Real
heart and
talk,
she
right?
comes
Real
from,
talk.
it really doesn't matter about how much a girl makes all the time, but she can't like she can't be expecting a lot too, and then she's coming with baggage and shit like that too.
Yeah.
Like shit, I feel like those girls they expect a lot, bro. They want a car, they want a house, they want all this. They want what their baby daddy couldn't offer. You know what I'm saying? But now they have two kids from their baby daddy to a guy that probably has no
Yeah.
fucking kids. Oh,
Let
shit,
me ask you
that's not
this:
fair.
do you believe in the power couple?
In the power couple. Mm,
Do you think that's a real thing?
I mean, if a girl is helping you, if you and a girl have like your own business and y'all both putting in the same work, then that is a power couple.
Mm,
Like putting in like good work to where y'all both make like good money and just like I don't know, bro.
I don't believe in that shit.
I feel like in general, like I feel like really a girl. I feel like girls slow you down sometimes. Honestly, I had a friend tell me that a long time ago, and like shit, I didn't know how true it was till like
That happened to you, type
it
shit.
happened to me. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, every time like if I'm on a roll and I got some shit going, I'll talk. Don't get me wrong. I don't know why I have the need to start talking to girls like every other month type shit.
yeah.
But
I feel the same
I
way
think
too.
it's like guys don't want to be alone. We just know that we want someone there. Type shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like we
Yeah,
don't want to be lonely type shit.
it's because I feel like a girl, she has to like for you to fall in love with her, she kind of has to be like your best friend first, bro. Like this is the kind of girl that you want to like should just trust, honestly, and that's really what you're like what we're looking for, like
Hmm.
what you're looking for, because. I don't know. I just feel like there's too many girls out here that you can't really trust. Honestly, it's like this video that I saw that this guy said that his grandpa told him he was like, "Don't tell no girl like when's the last time you've been with a girl forever? Like never. So don't trust her with your deepest secrets and shit, bro. Like, cause
Yeah.
she's not gonna be there
Cause
forever.
what I
There's
do
gonna be
sometimes, bro, is like if I'm talking to a girl, I won't tell her how I feel. I'll probably just lie to her, be
yeah
like, "Hey, this is how I feel," and then I'll see how she reacts to that. Cause I've dated girls. I dated a girl who was like, "Well, you just have too much drama in your life." I'm like, bitch, I ain't trying to call women bitches, but like, you're just like, bro, what the fuck?
it's
Like,
not really lying, bro. But I mean, shit, you gotta kind of like
it's like I gotta see
n-
like how like
not express yourself fully.
yeah, because I don't want to throw my darkest secrets at you. Like, hey, I'm going
Yeah,
through some shit and blah blah blah. Then later on, we in an argument like, oh, that's why you try to kill yourself or some shit. Like,
yeah,
man, like what the
yeah.
fuck?
You're
Because
right.
they will do that shit,
Nah,
bro,
they
and I don't
will do
understand that
that.
shit. Like, bro, like
Yeah, they
I
will
don't
do that.
throw like I won't throw like, oh, you fucked the other guy and you got two kids by
Yeah,
him. And like she be like, why'd you bring that up or some bullshit? Though. I like
yeah,
that happens, bro. It's like shit. Because once we start throwing shade, it's like, oh, we the bad guys.
yeah. With the backers, but they do it like shit with no remorse. Honestly, a lot of the time.
Hmm.
Yeah. How do you feel about like let's say like lately like how like a lot of people like they make memes about like they want a toxic girl, they want a crazy girl, like they want a girl who's gonna pull up and jump you with their friends and this and that. Like I've seen memes like that. I
God.
feel like people think that that's cool, bro, until it happens to them. Like I've had a girl fucking like scratch both of my cars and crack the windshields, pop tires, all kind of bullshit. I feel like
I mean,
that's not it.
we talked about my stalker. We talked about my crazy girl. So it's like that shit is not fun, bro. Like if you want a toxic girl, bro, like make sure you can back that shit up. You finna throw hands with her? What's that show? I don't know. I can't do that stuff because to be honest, I want peace in my life, but I also don't want to be around people in my life type shit.
Hmm.
But it's just like having that toxicity level at that level is like, bro, like if you're ready for some shit like that, go for it. I'm not gonna judge you for it, but just know like it comes with consequences, and your ass is gonna probably gonna end up in jail just for that one bitch.
Hell
Hmm.
yeah.
That's the fucked up part. Just consequences to this shit.
I
Mm.
feel like shit. It should be. I don't know. I feel like the court systems now, like with girls, like a lot of domestic cases or like a lot of cases like with crazy bitches. Like I feel like Should the judges should be more lenient on the guys because they should know how this new generation of women are. Honestly, bro, a lot of them are crazy. A lot of them will
Yeah,
provoke you too.
but it's just a broken system. You know, it's always a one-sided type shit. But
Yeah,
because I have a friend right now, he's in Miami. He's going through a divorce, but she basically pressed charges against him because supposedly he had a gun. But
mm-hmm.
where's the gun? And then it's like she lied a lot. So like, how to like? This
That's
is
what I'm
weird.
saying, bro. Like they can lie and get you into like very, very big
I'm not trying
trouble.
to he's my boy. I'm not trying to be one-sided, but like if you look at the facts, where was the gun? If there's a gun, you should have had proof of it. You say you don't know where he lives, but you give him the address of where he lives. How you're lying? Like how it's like come on, like what the fuck? But again, I don't know, bro. Like I feel like if you're gonna date a toxic girl like that, and just like know your consequences, because
Yeah.
again, it's like I talked about. I was dating that girl, and I was scared like that she did something that she like I don't know, she cut herself or something, and she was trying to say that I did it to her, bro. Like I don't know, like it's like how do you defend yourself, like because once they come get your ass, you can't say shit. You gotta get your lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna try to like, oh, it's okay, talk. We're on your side. They're never on your side. Yeah, bro. It's like talk like crazy bitches and toxic women is like just like I don't know, bro. Like I've been in a situation that doesn't feel good, bro. It doesn't really feel good.
Yeah, it's not, bro. It's really not cool. Shit, I mean, I've had my part of like crazy stories too. Like, I've had a girl break into my house, and then I've had a girl stalk me and all kind of shit, bro. Just shit, you know, wreck, be reckless towards me and shit like that. And it really sucks, bro. Shit, it really sucks. There's a lot of guys out there that go through a lot of domestic violence too, and then they'll never hear about it and shit. And you'll never hear about it because a lot of guys they won't say anything, bro, until they had enough.
Oh yeah, but yeah, bro. I don't know. It's a tough world. I mean, dating right now is just you're gonna fuck around and find out type shit. You don't know, like a girl will lie to you. I ain't gonna lie, but just if your girl women seeing this stuff, I know you're a liar. I just it is what it is. You change my mind, you gotta bring in some Carfax or some shit. But I know some women who are like loyal and shit like that. They get married and they're loyal, bro. There's women out there like that, bro. I've seen it. I have friends that are like that. It is what it is, bro. But it's just like there's something in this current generation where it just like it breaks women. I don't know what it is. I think it's just social media. Like,
Nah, it is, bro. Yeah, it's social media, and it's just, I mean, well, yeah, they get to get away with a lot of shit, bro. Honestly, like shit, it's so easy for like men to be judged and shit like that, like shit. Nobody wants a poor dude. Nobody wants an ugly dude. Nobody wants, a dude that doesn't take care of himself and shit. But
yeah, but I feel like that's a double edged sword because the girl will pick like I ain't gonna say all girls do this, but y'all do this a lot. Y'all fuck around and pick a crumb, fuck the crumb, have have three little crumbs with that crumb, and then later on you're blaming that oh man he wasn't shit and that like apparently he wasn't shit because girls have like these spidey senses where they can tell like oh he ain't shit. Well you couldn't tell he wasn't shit after he just nutted in you twice and shit. So like what the
yeah,
fuck like
I've told a girl that before, bro. I knew a girl that she had 3 kids by a guy that isn't shit, bro. Like she used to beat him up. He used to beat her up. Uh, he wouldn't really help her out with anything. He would cheat on her, all this and shit, bro. She had 3 babies, bro. And they all have like different age gaps. Like her oldest is fucking like what? Like her oldest is like about 11, 12 years old. Her second is like about 8 years old, and then she has like a toddler basically, bro. Like a 3, 4 year old, and what shit, she let that happen to her. Honestly, I mean. And now they're not together, and I mean, now she has to keep up with his baggage,
mm-hmm.
which is not any cute baggage, I'm telling you. Honestly, shit, I'm not the cutest thing myself, but
She
shit.
be watching this like this motherfucker talking shit.
Nah, nah, what do you call it? Nah, it's just shit. It's the truth, bro. I mean, there's a lot of girls like that, you know. I mean, you're gonna find any kid who's not your kid kind of ugly. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's not your
Yeah,
kid and
but
shit.
whenever say it though, like, well, what guys do, like, we'll compromise. We'll have a compromise to, like, if we really like her, we'll compromise. Like, if we like her, we'll like her. It's just
Mm-hmm.
like, like, I've accepted, like, I've been stepdad before. Like, fuck it, if I like her, I'll take it. But, like, at some point, like, when she starts, like, bringing the baby daddy back in, and you start seeing, like, the real side of her and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that, it gets real crazy because, like, once she starts noticing that, oh, this bitch has been lying to you the whole time. She wasn't shit. Has that ever happened to you?
Like she was lying on her baby daddy. It was
Yeah,
really her that wasn't shit.
yeah.
I feel like when I mean I've
Because I
never.
remember one time I was like, I was agreeing with him. She kept explaining, like, oh, he doesn't want to give me money because he thinks I'm gonna go do my nails, and I'll go see her nails, they ain't done yet.
Mm-hmm.
And then when she'll give her money, that she gonna do her nails and shit. I was like, dang, she ain't shit. Bro, I've seen that shit, bro. I've seen, like, I remember one time I was dating, like, I ain't gonna say her name. She probably gonna see this podcast. She be like, this motherfucker is snitching on me and shit. Bro, I remember one time she, like, yeah, I asked her, like, have y'all eaten yet? Because, if I'm gonna go hang out with y'all, like, I'm not just gonna bring you food. Like, bro, like, I feel like a real man is like, if you're dating somebody and they have kids, you're gonna bring food for everybody. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's like some real
Yeah.
man shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember, like, I told her, yeah, I'll go get something to eat. I got one Chick-fil-A. I got everyone Chick-fil-A, and I got them everything, bro. Like, whatever they want, I got it. Cause I ain't gonna be like that one guy that was like, oh no, fuck them kids. I will if I
Mm-hmm.
need to, but I wasn't gonna do that. I was trying to say, like, nah, let me give it a chance. Maybe the stepdad life is my thing or some shit. Like, hell no, that shit backfired until I started, like, noticing, like, ew, it was her.
Mm-hmm.
Cause she'll want to go out with her friends, go drink. I'm like, god damn. Like, I understand, like, you want your peace time to go out with your friends, hang out with your friends, but know that you're a mother, and there's certain things that you should be doing and should not be doing. And being a hoe is not one of them.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's because a lot of single mothers too. They're single by choice, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I feel like me, bro. I have like something in me where I like want to help baby mothers sometimes. Like, don't tell they're not my go-to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not like crazy about them. Like, I'd rather have a girl with no kids than a single mother. But I feel like me, it's in me, bro. Like, I feel like I want to like like I do kind of have like a heart. I have a heart for them, bro, because I mean my mom, bro, and I told this to a lot of girls. I always be like, man, my mom, she was a single mother for a while, but because she was a widow, bro,
yeah.
she wasn't no fucking single mother because her nigga weren't shit and she left them and then she had us and shit.
So I feel like
Like,
that
I
scenario is different.
yeah, that scenario is different. That's what I'm telling them. But I tell a lot of girls, I told them like this, like, bro, I never ever in my life saw my mom once she was a widow, I never saw her like, oh, I'm finna go through a healing phase. I'm finna go clubbing and drinking and bringing niggas and this and that. Nah, bro, like, shit. And like about probably like 3 years, she met my stepdad. And my stepdad, like, he was shit. I'm not gonna lie, like now that I look at it, he was a pretty good guy. And what do you call it? He was a pretty good guy. He took us in, bro. I feel like it takes a real man to do that, bro. Because to be honest, like I feel like I couldn't do that, and we were kind of rude to him too, because you know how I am, or my brothers are. Like, I feel like if it was me, bro, I would have already told my ass something. Like, honestly, if a kid was acting, I would have been like, "Boy, get your little fat ass on. I ain't even your real dad." Honestly, bro,
Shut your fat
like,
ass up, nigga.
I'd be like, shit. But nah, he was a good stepdad, bro. Now that I look at it, shit. But I mean, nobody's perfect and shit. But
I mean,
I feel like I always tell girls that, bro. I never saw my mom going through a whole phase, taking drugs, drinking all weekends, being with some ain't shit homegirls, just partying all weekend, leaving us with a fucking babysitter because she finna go do this. I never saw my mom do that, bro. I had
yeah,
a I had a good example of what a single mother can be. You know what I'm saying? And these
yeah.
bitches, they really don't be trying, bro. They don't be trying like how a real
They
woman
always
is
have the
supposed to
excuse
act.
where, like, oh, like,
Like how a real lady is supposed to act, bro. Yeah, I never saw my mom doing all that shit, honestly. So she gave me a good example of what a single mother is supposed to be.
I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be a stepdad, bro. Like I don't know. Like every girl I've dated so far, shit, they have kids, no kids. Like, we're just like endless kids. Like it's hard to avoid like single moms, but again, I like I'm okay with it. If I date a single mom, she has a kid, I think my family would look at me a little ugly, but shit.
Yeah, that's the same thing I always think about too, bro. I'll be like, man, like if I was to have a girl with like kids and shit, I'll be like, I gotta bring her home to my mom, and then my mom's gonna see the kids. Be like, these ain't my, these ain't my blood, these ain't my real grandkids. Like, I always have that in the back of my head. Like, what is my mom gonna
But I feel
think?
like
What
our
is my
parents
family
will
gonna think?
understand because like like if you love them, they'll love them too.
Yeah.
But if you talk about, oh, she's been doing this, man, your parents
hmm
gonna hate the fuck out of her. Shit.
I feel like I don't really bring any relationship problems to my mom. You know what I'm saying? I don't go telling any like really my family. Well, sometimes I do like my brothers, but
I did
I
that
don't go
shit.
telling my mom about like my personal business or like problems that I'm having with girls, bro. Because like shit, then you're gonna be with the girl, and then what do you call it? And then your mom's gonna look at her different because of all the shit you've been telling her.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's how my last relationship was kind of ruined too, bro. Because I feel like me and the girl that I was with, we used to like fight a lot, and a lot of bad shit used to happen. And she would go tell her family and shit, and
You,
well,
you,
her
you know the
family
one
her
girl
family
actually did
didn't
bring
like me.
around my family. The girl we call Muscle Man.
Oh yeah, what about her?
I brought her around my family and shit like that.
And your family didn't like her,
They
or
did, but like at some point, like it was like one of those like damn, like she had that baby daddy, and like later on in life he died. He had cancer or something.
for real?
Yeah, rest in peace. Like I never had. He had beef with me because I'm smashing on your baby mama.
Mm-hmm.
Like what do you but yeah, like when we broke up the first time, I fucked up. I told my parents like, oh yeah, we broke up because she went back to him and shit like that. And
Mm-hmm.
then we got back together.
Yeah, then they're
Then
gonna look at her
didn't
like
like her
like a
and
little
shit.
hoe and shit.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But I
Yeah.
never like after that. I don't know. Like it never really lasted
Mm-hmm.
because like, I don't know. Like she was going through the healing phase. Like that was the beginning stages of the healing phase. 2017 type shit. Yeah, that's that's the era type shit.
Honestly, bro, I mean, I feel like once a girl cheats on you, I feel like you can't really go back to her, bro. Like, if you want to take her serious and like, if this is a girl you want to marry and she decides to like cheat on you, bro, you shouldn't go back to her, honestly, because shit, once a cheater, always a cheater. That's what they say. It's different if you're a hoe while you're being single,
Yeah,
but once you get in a relationship and you're cheating, bro, like you're always gonna be a cheater.
yeah. Like if I'm dating somebody, I don't cheat unless you give me reason to cheat.
I try, yeah, what do you call it? I try not to cheat either, bro. Like, honestly, do try to stay faithful, like during my relationships and shit too. Cause I wouldn't want the same thing being done to me.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I mean, like how you said right now, like unless they give you a reason to cheat. I feel like me, I'm not even like that. Like unless they give me a reason, but I feel like if you're on and off and on and off, bro, you have no other choice than to like. Cause I've been in a relationship, bro, where it's been on and off and on and off and shit. And like shit, I was already like one time like the relationship where I was on and off, we were off for like I would say maybe 3 months, and I want to go look for another girl. Honestly, during that time, it was 3 months. By like the third week, I already started talking to like somebody else and shit. And well, shit, I was basically like, that's like why I got caught cheating because like shit, I was basically like dating two people. You know what I'm saying? Like you love one person, then you meet the new person. It was my fault, it's my fault. You're in love with one person, then you meet the other person. And then once your other person that you love wants to come back to you, you leave the person that you're the new person, and then you like try to work things out. And then when things are off, you go back.
hmm
It is my fault for doing that too, bro. But at the same time, I mean, shit. I mean, I like both of them. I have a big heart. What can I say?
chill, chill. But yeah,
I got enough love for two.
yeah. I guess this is we're gonna end the podcast with a big heart, uh, but we want to appreciate you guys for hopping in and tuning in to the Uncensored Couch podcast. We kind of gave away some experiences that we had about dating in the shitty ass world,
hmm
but throughout this series of interviews and things that we're gonna do on this podcast, we hope to grow this. little YouTube channel to a big thing, right? Because we want to end up doing giveaways in the future type shit. But yeah, man, it's just like thank you for the support. Thanks for watching. But
Yeah, thanks to everybody for watching. Well, yeah, we're basically just gonna be trying to doing our little podcast, just talking about life stories and shit, and we're gonna try to get people here and just do like a podcast with different people in Dallas, like in our city, and people that are business owners, so everybody can get to know them personally. Shit, if anybody wants to do a podcast with us,
reach out to us on our
yeah, you
Instagram
can
type
reach out
shit.
to us.
But yeah, if you do decide to do a podcast with us, just know that you not safe. We're gonna get on your ass. That's
we're
what's
gonna
gonna
ask you.
happen.
We're gonna ask you some crazy ass questions.
Yeah. But other than that, guys, thanks for hopping on. We'll see you later.